You know what's worse than making a mistake in business? Making a mistake that costs you thousands and realizing it could have been avoided with one simple step. Yeah, that was me. I've been on both sides, winning in business and losing big. Today, I want to tell you about the dumb mistakes that drained my wallet and the smart moves that could have saved it. No fluff, no buzzwords, just the kind of stuff I wish someone had told me earlier. Let's start with the one that hit hardest. When you're just starting, every client feels like a golden opportunity. You want to take on everyone, say yes to everything. And guess what? That's how I ended up working with clients who had no clear idea of what they wanted, paid late, and drained my energy. One project dragged on for 3 months when it should have taken 3 weeks. Why? Because I didn't set boundaries, no timeline, no clear scope, just vibes. Here's the fix. Learn to say no early. Be clear about what you offer, how long it takes, and what you expect in return. If someone wants the moon for the price of a sandwich, run. Yeah, that one still stings. I once trusted someone because we got along. No paperwork, no contract, just a handshake and a smile. 2 months later, the project was done, but the payment never came. I followed up and followed up, then got ghosted. What I learned: friendship doesn't equal business trust. Always use a contract, even if it's basic, even if it's your neighbor's cousin. It protects both sides. There's nothing unfriendly about being professional. This one didn't just cost money. It almost cost me my sanity. At one point, I was answering emails, doing client work, updating the website, posting on social media, and trying to learn how to file taxes. The result? Burnout, late deadlines, and unhappy clients. What I should have done: delegate, outsource, automate. You don't need to hire a full team. Even handing off one task, like editing videos or replying to inquiries, can free up your time to focus on what actually grows the business. Start small, but start letting go. Let me tell you, undervaluing your work doesn't make you a good person. It just makes you tired and broke. I used to think, if I keep my prices low, more people will hire me. That worked, until I realized I was working twice as hard for half the money, and the clients who paid less expected more. Raising my rates didn't just help my bank account. It brought better clients. Clients who respected my time, paid on time, and didn't haggle over every detail. Lesson: don't price base on fear. Price based on value. Look, numbers weren't my favorite thing either, but you know what's worse than doing math? Waking up to realize you made money, but have no idea where it went? That was me in year 1. I didn't track spending. I thought, it's just coffee, just a software tool, just a little subscription. By the end of the month, I was staring at my account, wondering how the money disappeared. Use a simple spreadsheet or free app. Track everything. Know what you're spending and what you're earning. It's not exciting, but it's what turns side hustles into real businesses. You know that weird feeling you get sometimes when something doesn't feel right, but you do it anyway? Yeah, that's your gut trying to save you. I ignored it a few times. Once, I took on a project even though the client seemed shady. My instincts were screaming, nope, but I said yes, and regretted it 2 weeks later when they went silent with 70% of the payment pending. That little voice inside, start listening to it more. I once spent weeks building a product around the latest hot trend. Everyone was talking about it. It felt like the thing to do. But you know what happened? By the time I launched, people had already moved on to the next shiny thing. What I learned: trends are cool, but timeless value wins. Help people solve real problems. Build tools, content, or services that stay useful, even if the trend fades. You don't need to make every mistake yourself to learn the lesson. I lost thousands trying to figure this all out. You don't have to. If you've made 1 or 2 of these mistakes already, don't beat yourself up. That's part of the game. But now you know better. You've got the map, and it's up to you to use it. Grow slow, grow smart. Say no when you need to. And always, always respect your time, your value, and your energy. If this helped even a little, drop a comment below and let me know which mistake you've made, or Dodged just in time. And hey, subscribe if you want more no fluff lessons from the real side of business.